Southeast Asia, borderline of Thailand, wonderful place to go to. Ethnic ground, I can't say this name, but it's 90% of that, 5% Vietnamese, 1% Chinese, and of course we're others. And the religion there is Buddhist. The reason why this plays a particular role is the religion plays a high role in Cambodia's lifestyle, both personal and business. Whereas America, which we'll go over a little later slides, is fairly different. Religion plays a high aspect in their culture. All right, so for Cambodia, they believe in karma. So whatever good karma that you do, that's what come out of it. With them there is a parental hierarchy, right? So your age, as has already been explained by my other fellow classmates, has a high play of the ruling and judgment that it has there in their
behavior will come back in your life as a higher or lower being.
What do you think that means to you?
It depends on how you live your life. Dictates what you're going to be in the next life.
Okay, so, dang, what's that guy's name again? It begins with a C.
Confucius.
Confucius. So Confucius believed that whatever life that you did, current, present, and will in the future, will conduct the type of person that you will be. And because of that, they hold that type of standard there. Being patient, not confrontational, not argumental, very peaceful people as much as possible, because they believe if they remain that type of personality presently, that it will continue to pass on in the future. They are of a hierarchy mentality there. Respect is shown to the most senior person, right? And I'm going to stress this particular point. Is the reason why I'm going to stress it is because the most senior person that comes in the room basically runs the whole organization. Regardless of how long you've been there, how much experience you got, senior person plays a role. In meetings, you introduce the most senior person in the room. End of discussion. In regards to communication, because I know that's one thing that we had talked about earlier in our previous slides, how the subordinates do not have any type of hearsay. Small talk is encouraged in meetings when they do have meetings. However, they are very, very indirect in their way of communicating to other people. With that being said, whatever type of paperwork or document they put out, you have to read in between the lines. So they're not very direct, whether it's their writing or verbal or nonverbal. They're very indirect on how they speak and how they address themselves. And they will continue meetings until everybody feels comfortable, to avoid confrontation as much as possible.
No, it's good.
Pretty much simple? All right, that's how I love it. Cambodia is what we consider a parentalistic attitude towards their employees. Layman terms, mother, father, kid. Whatever dad says, goes. No ifs, ands, or buts. All right? It is also believed, and I kind of found this point interesting, is that whoever their superior is, that they were chosen. Right? So say you have two senior persons that are practically the same age because they believe that leadership is based by age. However, whoever their superior is or whoever their leader is, they believe that they are chosen because they have the most experience on what they're doing. And therefore, they will not question that, or they will not get, and it is absolutely inappropriate to gain any advice from their subordinates for decision-making process. So they have very, very high faith in whatever that superior says. That's the reason why when it was brought up earlier in the earlier slides about if there was an issue between employees versus a manager, managers take superiority in decision making because they believe that they are chosen for that position. No questions asked. 50 states, yes, I'm overexcited. I'm trying to act like I have coffee. 50 states sweeping all over the whole entire North American continent, including Hawaii, which is somewhere right there, which we're currently located. We are absolutely diverse. As you can see the percentage there, 72% white people, 12% black, 0.9% African American, 4.8 for Asian. This is from the 2010 census. When it comes to religion, that was a very difficult portion to find for the United States because we are considered a melting pot. So I found that we are considered about 70 to 78% Christianity when it's considered general religion, if we had to put it in a bracket bubble, which is pretty high. When you start breaking that down, then you realize there's over 280 plus different religions that are considered generality. Before that breaks down to about 12,132, if I remember that number correctly.
So that could include like Catholic, the
Catholic,
Protestant.
Atheist, Protestantism, Satanistic, Rastafarian, Jedi, you name
It's
it.
actual.
That is an actual religion.
Jedi.
Jedi.
The military recognizes it too.
Okay.
It is an actual, as well as Satanism.
Yep, Satanism.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, talk about confusion. Anyway, like I was saying, America is the absolute melting pot. We're one of the biggest melting pot. Therefore, we influence and are influenced. Please do not get too confused. By the people that are within our culture. So we are influenced by the people that come into our culture, whether it's Indian, Asian, Japanese, any of the major descents, and we influence other cultures and other people outside of the U.S. In our mannerism, whether it's business aspect, whether it's social, so on and so forth. So we do have a heavy play on that, as well as we are very mobile people, meaning
Yes.
we don't sit still.
Yeah, that they move like from one state to the other is super common.
Whether it's one state to the other, one island from another, we move, we don't sit still. We are susceptible to change.
And this is as well related to the change of jobs.
Correct.
So if you are moving from, not only because the company is taking you to the other state, it's because you decide to change, you have better job opportunities, or you want the climate in Hawaii and you want to give it a try, and this is totally okay. While in other societies, to change or to move is not that common because it's like very family oriented. So you don't want to be away from your parents or from your like close relatives that can be your cousin. It's a very close relative in other societies, in like Latinos, for instance, or Southern Europeans.
Yep, so Cambodia is similar to the same thing. They're more family-oriented, job-oriented state play. U.S., yeah, otherwise we're completely different. I can tell you that for a fact, because I'm in Hawaii, my family is in Georgia, Florida, and Jamaica. So I'm nowhere near them. All right? When it comes to the business aspect for the Americans, we are very informal. We're very blunt. Some people consider it arrogant, but we keep business business. Of disrespect, but rather that's our mentality that everybody is equal. Unlike Cambodia, where there's you got your particular hierarchy, we're more individualistic in our mentality. Even down to business casuals. So we'll say hello, we'll shake hands in a business aspect, where in Cambodia that is not exactly the case. You do not shake hands, you do not introduce yourself, you introduce the hierarchy, and what I found quite interesting is eye contact. So we take eye contact very seriously in business aspect. When I talk to you, when I address you, when I'm bringing my ideas and information to you, I do a visual making sure you understand my point and my ideas. However, in Cambodia, this is more like the attitude you're going to get. So I introduce myself.